Have you ever noticed how your brain has this secret menu when it comes to attraction? Like you're scrolling through Instagram, minding your own business, and suddenly your mind goes, wait, that one, that's my type. And you're like, bruh, since when? We never discussed this in the meeting. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of attraction and, more importantly, why your mind picks a certain type even before you realize it. Let's start with a simple truth. Your type isn't something you consciously choose. It's something your brain slowly cooks over years, like a slow-cooked biryani of childhood memories, personality patterns, random crushes, and emotional needs you don't even know you have. But okay, why do you feel attracted to some people instantly and feel absolutely nothing for others? Let's unpack that. First reason, familiarity. Your brain loves what feels familiar, even if familiar means sometimes chaos. Ever met someone and thought, wow, I feel like I've known them forever? Yeah, that's your brain going, ah, yes, nostalgia. I like this energy. This is why many people end up liking someone who reminds them, directly or indirectly, of someone from their past. Maybe they laughed the same way your first crush used to. Maybe they have the same confidence your favorite teacher had. Or maybe they call you oi, the same way that one person in 8th grade did in 8th grade who ruined your entire sense of peace. Your brain connects dots you didn't even know existed. Second reason, complementary traits. Sometimes we're attracted to people who have something we lack, but wish we had. If you're shy, you might fall for someone who's effortlessly social. If you're chaotic, you might love someone who's calm. If you're always overthinking, you might love someone who's like, chill bro, life is short, let's get bunny booty. Your mind looks for people who balance you out, not because you're incomplete, but because together you feel like a more stable version of yourself. Third reason, emotional blueprint. This part is sneaky. Your brain forms an emotional blueprint based on your early experiences with love, affection, and support. So the kind of person who feels right to you often reflects the emotional patterns you grew up with. If you grew up around warmth, kindness, and consistency, you'll probably feel instantly drawn to people who give you the same vibe. But if you grew up around unpredictability or emotional highs and lows, your brain might mistake that chaos for chemistry. That's why sometimes you think you're in love, but actually your nervous system is just revisiting old trauma like, yes, we know this roller coaster, let's go. Fourth reason, the mystery factor. The unknown is attractive. Your brain loves a puzzle. If someone is slightly unpredictable or has layers you can't read right away, your mind gets curious. This doesn't mean toxic, by the way. I mean the kind of mystery where the person has depth, where every conversation feels like opening a new tab in your brain. Like when they casually say, oh yeah, I once learned pottery in a monastery. And you're just sitting there like, excuse me? What else are you hiding? Superpowers? Fifth reason, timing. This is the underrated one. Sometimes you like someone not because they match your type, but because they show up at the right emotional moment. Maybe you were lonely, maybe you were healing, maybe you were bored. Your mind was simply more open to connection at that time. Attraction isn't only about people. It's about you, your mood, your phase of life, your emotional state. If you met that same person 2 years earlier or 2 years later, you might have felt nothing. Now, here's where things get interesting. You think you have one type, but actually your mind has two types. Type A, the type you think you like. Type B, the type your brain actually chooses. Type A is your wish list. Tall, funny, emotionally mature, looks like they drink enough water. Type B is your pattern. Emotionally inconsistent, but has good hair. Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind don't always agree. That's why you sometimes fall for someone and go, I mean, they're not my type, but why can't I stop thinking about them? Because your brain is like that one friend who orders food for the table without asking anyone. So, how do you truly know your type? Simple. Notice the people you're drawn to over and over again, not just physically, but emotionally. Think of attraction like gravity. You don't choose it, it just happens. But understanding it, that gives you power. Because once you know what your mind is repeating, you can decide whether you want to continue that pattern or break it. At the end of the day, attraction is a mix of biology, psychology, familiarity, timing, and a sprinkle of pure chaos. Your mind picks your type for reasons that go way deeper than looks. And sometimes the person who really fits you isn't the one who matches your ideal, but the one who makes your brain and your heart feel at home. So the next time you find yourself attracted to someone and you can't explain why, just remember, your brain has been collecting data your whole life, and sometimes it makes choices you don't fully understand. But hey, that's what makes attraction magical. Confusing, hilarious, and honestly, kind of